Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our first lecture on nervous system is Introduction to Nervous System, and here I have the page from your book of physiology, which is Essential of Medical Physiology by Sembulingum. In Introduction to Nervous System, it says from the beginning about the division of nervous system, that it can be divided into two: the central nervous system or peripheral nervous system. But before going into the detail, we need to know what is nervous system. Nervous system is a complex system which plays its part in the homeostasis in the body, and it has many other functions such as learning, memory storage, etc. So in homeostasis or in endocrine system, we read that endocrine system maintains homeostasis by producing changes which last longer. Endocrine system का response late आता है, but जो changes होती हैं वो long time के लिए last करती हैं. Nervous system भी अपना part play करता है, but changes जल्दी आती हैं, but थोड़ी देर के लिए last करती हैं. For example, you are dehydrated, you are fasting. So nervous system produces a change by making you thirsty. Whenever you are dehydrated, you feel thirsty. That response to the dehydration came from the nervous system, and you drink water and the thirst is quenched. But reducing your renal outflow or reducing the amount of urine you are producing, that is through endocrine system, and you already know what hormones are involved in that. So basically endocrine system and nervous system together perform functions in the homeostasis, and in the first sentence it says that it is quicker than the other control system in the body, mainly endocrine system. उनसे ये जल्दी काम करता है. Next thing which comes here is the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord as shown in this picture. Peripheral nervous system can further be divided into many classes and subclasses, which is here. So we would go into the detail of this classification right here. So we have nervous system, and nervous system is divided into two: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So how the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system are distinguished from each other functionally? So basically nervous system does what? It receives information, integrates it and produces a change. And we can take the example of it like you are hungry, or your mother is cooking something for iftar. Alright? So you saw it, and किसी भी अच्छे खाने की स्मेल और खुशबू जो है, it makes you feel more hungry. So this thing you saw your mother cooking something for iftari in the kitchen, and this information went through a sending track to your brain. Alright, and the brain made you more hungry. How? By producing saliva or some gastric juices. Alright, so this was information being sent to, this is ascending track, and there is the effect received which is through descending track. Or या आप अपने दोस्त के घर इफ्तारी पे गए हैं, you are sitting in a drawing room and someone enters, so your mind starts reading, processing that कि कौन आ रहा है, आप जानते हैं नहीं जानते हैं. So the signal went through your eyes, through your sight, and went to your brain. और अगर तो आप जानते हैं, your brain processed it recalled your memory which is happening in the limbic system, and your conscious world which is through cerebral cortex, with the various part of the brain were involved in processing that information. और अगर आपका कोई mutual friend था, तो what do? You stand up and you hug them. Alright? Or even if you do not know them much, you stand up and you handshake them. Consider that there is no corona situation. So this part of the nervous system which actually process the information, this is central nervous system. This part and this part which was responsible for sending the information and receiving the information or producing an effect, this is what peripheral nervous system. This is the functional difference between the two, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Clear? Now central nervous system is just your brain plus spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system can be divided into various subclasses, and for that let's go into further detail. What was it? Sorry. Nervous system, CNS, and peripheral nervous system. So peripheral nervous system had two parts. One was what? Sensory, which was ascending track and which was bringing the information to the central nervous system, and the other was what? Motor part. There are further two divisions of sensory part of the peripheral nervous system, the one being special sensations and the one being general sensations. What are special sensations? Special sensations वो sensations हैं which can only be received through the specialized organ of sensation. For example, sense of smell can only be felt through the nose. Sense of taste can only be felt through your taste buds. Sense of hearing, it can only be sensed through ears. So these senses which can only be received through specific organs, like you cannot taste with the help of your fingertips, ठीक है? तो all these sensations are called special sensation. Every other sensation, for example taste, smell, etc., general sensation, which can be, the sensation can be received from anywhere within the body other than the special sensation, for example skin. और example क्या होगी? Touch, pressure, etc. अब स्पेशल सेंसेशंस की बात तो यहाँ पे खत्म हो गई. जनरल सेंसेस कैन फर्दर बी डिवाइडेड इनटू टू कैटेगरीज. वन sensations we are talking about peripheral nervous system, जिसमें हमने क्या बोला? Sensory and motor division. Sensory has further two types: special sensations and general sensations. And right now we are talking about the further two subdivisions of general sensations. One which are received through your viscera, we call them visceral sensations, and the other are somatic sensations. Viscera किसको कहते हैं? Obviously your visceral organs present in the body are called viscera. For example your heart, for example your stomach. Alright, whenever there is a change, you are in a fight or flight mode, or you are stressed, so what happens? Your heart rate goes up, your BP may go up, it increases your cardiac output. So these sensation, you are stressed or you have seen someone and you skipped a heartbeat or all that, you cannot feel that with your legs. Obviously for that, heart is responsible. For hunger, your stomach is responsible. These sensations are sent through viscera. And the general sensation of touch and temperature or pressure, all those would go through skin. So the skin and sensation through locomotor organs are called somatic sensation, and through your viscera, the sensations which go are called visceral sensations. So peripheral nervous system को हमने further divide किया था sensory part में, जिसमें कि हमारे पास दो तरह की sensations थी, special sensations and general sensations. General sensations को हमने further two में divide कर लिया, कौन सी? visceral sensations and somatic sensations. Okay, sensory part तो हो गया. Now comes the motor part. अब डिपेंडिंग अपॉन जैसे कि सेंसेशंस डिफरेंट हैं, इसी तरह से मोटर इफेक्ट भी डिफरेंट है. मोटर को हम दो में डिवाइड कर लेते हैं. एक को हम कहते हैं ऑटोनोमिक नर्वस सिस्टम और एक को हम कहते हैं सोमैटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. autonomic nervous system does what? These sensations are involuntary. These sensations are involuntary. For example, sensations नहीं, these effects. These are so involuntary parts of your body, organs. For example, heart हो गया, या just we saw lungs हो गए, या stomach हो गया, or anything. तो ये जो effects आते हैं, you sense the fear, और जो cardiac output गई, it went up. तो ये किसके जरिए से था? Autonomic nervous system में involuntary effect through your organs, और it can be stomach, जिससे क्या हुआ था? Gastric juices produce हो गए and it made you feel more hungry and then you eat something. And there can be somatic nervous system, somatic part of nervous system of the motor nervous system, which can be through locomotion, and it is what? Voluntary. Locomotion means, जैसे कि मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दी थी कि you saw some friend or friend of friend and you got up and you hugged them or greeted them, all that comes under voluntary. So motor response पे दो तरह के होते हैं. अब autonomic nervous system को हम further दो में divide कर सकते हैं. क्या? Parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. Depending upon what type of response is required, it can be sympathetic nervous system or parasympathetic nervous system. You already know your fight or flight response. There is sympathetic nervous system when your body is at rest and your blood is diverted to your GIT and for digestion or your growth hormone, and then parasympathetic nervous system takes the control. So parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system are the two division of motor subdivision of peripheral nervous system. So that was all about the division of nervous system. If we go back to your book, it says here we have nervous system, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Nervous system, central nervous system को दो में divide कर लिया, brain and spinal cord, और peripheral nervous system को किस में divide कर लिया? Autonomic nervous system and somatic nervous system. Peripheral nervous system की एक और basic division which is missed here, वो I told you is sensory part and motor part. Alright, sensory part में here comes general sensations and specialized sensations, and motor part में then come autonomic nervous system and somatic nervous system, sympathetic division and parasympathetic division. ये detail मैंने slides में भी डाली है, आप वहाँ से भी देख सकते हैं. The next thing which is discussed in this introductory chapter is this parts of the brain. For that, let's go back. What it tells that, let's say I draw a brain here. It's very bad. Alright, you see that मैंने इसको सामने से ड्रॉ किया है. These are two cerebral hemispheres where your cerebral cortex are. So this portion which is your forebrain, alright, इसको नाम दिया है telencephalon and diencephalon. ठीक है? Telencephalon, which is telencephalon, the outermost part where it comes in contact with the cortex. This is called telencephalon, and the one which is deeper here is called diencephalon, or together it's called rhomboencephalon. These two structures, these deep structures, your thalamus is present here, your hypothalamus, your metathalamus, your subthalamus, all these structures are present in diencephalon, and the outermost part is called what? Telencephalon, or यहाँ पे your cerebral cortex, limbic system and all other structures are present. Okay, the next thing is your midbrain, alright, and then your hindbrain, which is pons and medulla. Pons and medulla को we have the name here mesencephalon, जो कि midbrain है, and then rhomboencephalon, which is the further pons and medulla, जिसको हम metencephalon कह सकते हैं. So that's all about the introduction to nervous system. Let me quickly recap it. I'm recording it for the second time because the lecture was too long. Nervous system is the one system of the body which helps in homeostasis and perform other functions such as learning experiences and memory, etc. It can be further divided into two: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system has two parts, brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system basically consists of the neurons or nerves. And the peripheral nervous system, these nerves can be divided basically into two groups, which are what? Sensory, which are efferent neurons, or the motor part, which are efferent neurons. सेंसरी वाले इंफॉर्मेशन लेके जा रहे हैं और मोटर वाले इंफॉर्मेशन लेके आ रहे हैं. सो लेके जाने वाले एफरेंट न्यूरॉन, ये सेंसरी पार्ट को हमने दो में डिवाइड कर लिया था. कौन कौन सी? दैट वी हैव जनरल सेंसेशंस एंड वी हैव स्पेशल सेंसेशंस. जनरल सेंसेशन क्या थी? विच कैन बी रिसीव थ्रू एनी पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी. ऑलराइट. And special sensations are received only through the specialized organs of the body. For example, the sensation of hearing or smell or sight or everything. General sensation को हमने further divide कर लिया था visceral sensations, या फिर हमारे पास visceral sensations आ जाती हैं या फिर somatic sensation आ जाती है. Visceral because of your organs and somatic sensations are because of your skin or your locomotive organs. Alright. Then we further divided the motor part of the peripheral nervous system, which was somatic or automatic. Somatic is somatic effect is voluntary, like it is the movement of your locomotive organs. और automatic part जो था, that is involuntary, और जिसको हम autonomic nervous system कहते हैं. ठीक है. और ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम में क्या हुआ कि इनवॉलंटरी इफेक्ट है, ऑर्गन्स का इफेक्ट है, जैसे कि योर हार्ट रेट गोइंग अप, कार्डिक आउटपुट, बीपी, ऑल दोज इफेक्ट, योर मेकिंग यू फील हंग्री, और जीएफआर इंक्रीज डिक्रीज होना, ऑल दीज इफेक्ट्स आर ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम. यू हैव नो कंट्रोल ओवर इट. देन ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम को हमने दो में डिवाइड कर लिया. कौन कौन सा? सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम एंड पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम इज related with the increased fight or flight example, and parasympathetic nervous system where the response of your vital organs is diminished. All right. And then there were parts of the brain further divided the brain into three sections. कौन से? The first one being rhomboencephalon, and then we have two parts of it, telencephalon and the diencephalon, which are the deeper structure. And then we have the midbrain and hindbrain. midbrain को mesencephalon कहते हैं और hindbrain को कहते हैं I'm sorry, the hindbrain is called rhomboencephalon and forebrain is called prosencephalon. That's all for this lecture.